highest bidder. Coming down to the furlong pole now, Super Asset still being pressed by Greater Colombo, then Watermill and highest bidder, and as they race into the closing stages, Super Asset with Watermill putting in a strong challenge now. Willie Carson did Super Asset from Watermill as they race up towards the line. Super Asset still holding Watermill as they come to the line. It's another for Joe Mercer. Super Asset has won it from Watermill in second. Third is Greater Colombo, and fourth highest bidder. And so the result of the Horris Hill Stakes, first number 2, Super Asset, owned by Mr. Michael Reardon, trained by Henry Cecil and ridden by Joe Mercer. Second was number 3, Watermill, owned by Lord Rotherwick, trained by Dick Hearn and ridden by Willie Carson. And third, number 4, Greater Colombo, owned by Mr. Apali Wiwarden, trained by Fulk Johnson Horton and ridden by John Reed. And fourth was number 1, highest bidder. So here's how Joe Mercer, 45 today, completed his birthday double, won the Horris Hill for the second year in succession, and for Henry Cecil at that, as we review the closing stages again with Julian Wilson.
Well, with the greatest respect to the judge, he's a little premature here, I think, because for me he's only won by a head. Joe Mercer set out to exploit any stamina weakness in his rivals, and particularly highest bidder, and he's done so. Highest bidder, in fact, never really looked like getting in the battle. That's him on the left. Watermill, who got a little bit warm before the race, and Willie Carson tried to settle him and relax him behind, and now he's gone for him and shaken him up, and having just trod water for a little while, he's really got a run out of him coming to the distance. Greater Colombo, who's run way above himself, ran a really good race, just for a moment giving Willie problems and keeping him in, because Joe's still got a lead of a length and a half here. But Super Asset, having led on this softish ground, coming to the end of his tether here, and Willie's really got a run out of this Watermill, and Watermill's making ground all the way up to the line. 50 yards out, about half a length. Coming to the line, for me, there's absolutely no more than a head in it, so I'm surprised to have heard the verdict so quick. And here you'll see the problem for, it wasn't too big a problem for Willie Carson, because he's tucked in on the rails behind Super Asset. Luckily, Greater Colombo, getting a little tired at this point, has just rolled away from him, and so Willie's just got the gap there, although of course this is an oblique angle, it's not exactly a head-on angle. There's not too much room to go through, but there's enough room to go through, and Willie's managed to drive his horse through it. You can see the horse on the left rolling there, that's highest bidder, but once again Joe Mercer with this wonderful rhythmic finish, keeping his horse perfectly balanced as Willie Carson, throwing everything in, comes at him on the outside. The judge has given it half a length, which surprises me more than a little bit. But you can see once again that a man like Joe Mercer, riding in such tremendous form, he's kept his horse, and a really tired horse here, his stride shortening, kept him balanced to the line.
Half a length and 2 lengths, the official margin, and the Tote and William Hill organisation agree.